I was just watching some footy. Got KO happening on the laptop. Can't get it on the bloody Xbox. It's annoying, so it doesn't go through my speakers. But I'm not sure how I can run the audio through my speakers. So yeah, it's just on the telly. But yeah, I've muted it anyway. But no, I was just there's Triggy having a look. Hello, with his little green eyes flashing, little retinas looking back. I was just thinking about when I watch the footy, sometimes I feel like I'm sort of there at the ground. It's sort of like my presence is there. I can sort of feel it already there. It's not like I'm there. It's just sort of just that universal feeling. Like feel a lot closer to the action when you feel like that. Whereas back when I was younger, it felt really distant. Like I still felt like I was there a bit, but now I feel like a stronger presence in the world, which is nice. Makes you feel more grounded and just happier and not so worried, But yeah, then it got me thinking about the whole universe again. Like I start seeing out in this space, and I was just thinking the weight of the universe. Wonder how much the universe weighs, and the way I see it. Imagine every grain of sand on every beach of this earth, of the world, and each one of those grain of sands is a sun. That's probably how heavy the universe is. So yeah, it's big and heavy. It's heavy. You can't measure it. It's just immeasurable, the universe. There's no number really. It's just infinite. So yeah, it gets to the point you can't calculate how many, it's just so big, But yeah, each one of those little grain of sands, imagine that's a sun, and the whole universe is every beach on the world on the earth, So that's how heavy and how big the universe sort of is, I guess. It's sort of funny. It's a shape, It's sort of they call shapes like a Mobius or something where you think you're at the end, but really you're back to where you started. Sort of. It's not a circle. It's a funny shape, the universe. Yeah, something to do with time. The way we perceive time, we think it takes time to get to the end of the universe, but we're already there. This is the end of the universe and the beginning of the universe. It's and you might think you're looking at the stars over there, but really the universe bends, so you're looking at the stars there, but they're really over there. So yeah, you can't calculate light because light's already there, and they think it takes time, so it's all miscalculated. So yeah, it's funny. You can't calculate it with maths. You can't figure it out. It's a mystery. So no mathematics sort of exists in that light or that sound or that it's an unending mystery to human beings because we perceive those things and you can't calculate them with your mind. You can't use maths or your mind to do it because we're sort of absent of those features. So we just perceive them. We can't actually be the light. That light, we have a holy light, but we're not this light out there. It's something we look at. So yeah, it's interesting. That's just, in rough terms, basically, but you go on forever philosophizing about it, how it all works. Anyway, I might get back to the game. It's just the old Collingwood Carlton one. I think we got back from 60 points down and won by 1 point. I think that's the match. That's the one I chose. I think it was in late May. Yeah, I thought I'd watch that. I got KO. It's $25 a month, but I might watch the Grand Prix tonight. It might be good. The Formula One. Then go to bed, I think. Probably end about 1 o'clock. So yeah, I haven't watched that for a long time. I used to like taping it, but it's probably on the regular channels, isn't it? I could record it, I guess. What I like doing though with the footy is recording the whole year, setting it up. But last year, like when the grand finals, and I kept missing good matches. I kept forgetting. It'd be good if you could just like set it click a button that does all the AFL matches. It's sort of, you can do that on the Raspberry Pi, but it's not very reliable. So I tend to use a set-top box and just do it manually, an hour before it starts or whatever. But yeah, that's just my little hobby when I do it. I've done it all my life, recorded shows and watched them back, and not really that into it. I'd rather be stuck into some kind of career path or some kind of interesting thing. I just don't know how to get going with it because I'm getting a bit on, but I figure I want to live till I'm 300, so I think medicine will sort of, kick on. There'll be more understanding of medicine by then, and the proper healing properties of the body I believe in. I believe you can regenerate your body infinitely. It doesn't matter if you have the right attitude. It's a relationship your mind has with your ghost or your soul that your body gives up. But if you don't give up, well, you can just keep living on. Just let your soul grow. And if you have good growth, why do you need to die? You can just support that little physical body. It's my growth's universal. I'm as big as the universe now. So basically I can just support my body as long as I want and just transport it to other dimensions, and basically the world's my apple. So I'd love to marry someone though. I know it sounds strange that someone does all that and wants to marry someone, but it is nice to marry someone and share that with someone, like I didn't want to just give it away and find I lose it or something when I was younger. Maybe that's why I didn't get married. I thought my wife might, sort of influence me to become a woman or something in the next life. I didn't want that. I want to remain myself. I'm a man, and so maybe that's why I didn't get married when I was younger, but I'd love to now. Now I have that power, and I just enjoying the creation side of it, just enjoying watching the creation happen and all these other dimensions. It's not something I talk about in real life. Just part of my YouTube blog that I just do, I just mention stuff from time to time. I don't really talk about it with people in real life unless the topic comes up. I'm not a preacher or a lecturer or anything. I just talk about stuff that's current, that we're doing or whatever. So if we're at the footy, I talk about the footy, having a beer, having a burger, whatever, talk about our day. But I don't mind just small talk about all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Me and Dad get onto it a little bit, but not a lot. I know he gets a bit annoyed. He likes to be the top thinker of the family, the top dog, even though he just sits at home a lot. But I like to get out more and explore and just get around, anyway. Yeah, I was just thinking about the weight of the universe. It must be incredibly heavy, really, compared to what, though? I don't know. Compared to the universe, because the universe is the universe. There's nothing else there. It's just the universe. So, it's a funny shape. It looks like it goes somewhere, but it doesn't. It's just, we're just there already, It's like, there's nowhere really to be, It's just something to wander around in and have a look around. It's like saying what's beyond the garden. It's just all garden. It's just go through the garden, to the garden, to the garden, back to the garden, It's like, yeah, it's hard for our minds to figure out how light works and sound and love, it's a mystery, I think, You can feel it, you can sort of enjoy it, but what actually is it, where has it come from? We sort of generate our light with our mind, but I don't think we are that light, unless we are our holy light, which is different. That's our sort of soul. But if you're that way inclined to actually grow that way, but some people grow a dark sort of soul, sort of evil, and other people are just happy, feeling like they don't believe in that at all. They're just their body. So that's the sort of life, more Wiccan. I think Wiccan are more like that. They're more into the earth, the body, the blood, the spells and things, like potions and sort of almost witchcraft Wiccan, I suppose. I don't know much about it, but yeah, I just went more into the whole spiritual side of it, all the sort of superpower stuff. Yeah, it's just nice to relax in your own space, which is the universe for me. I can just bob around in it. I love to be able to fly around in it and just feel free. That's my aim in life, to feel free in the universe and just to go wherever I like and feel at peace, not feel I have to be anywhere else. Just go around and terraform planets. That's what I'd like to do with my own superpower and just change things, create things I want to create and enjoy. And yeah, I still like to get married though, so I do it with someone else. Seems far off when you're watching the footy. The footy's the footy, but really that's just their own little microcosm. That's what they understand, the footy and the relationships there. And my microcosm is different. It's a different sort of force. It's just as valid, but what's the difference between floating around the universe and floating around a paddock kicking a ball? It's pretty similar. So that's their universe for a couple of hours while they're out there kicking the ball around. And to them it's just as important, just like this is important to me. It's what I dream about, what I think about, and it sort of feels like what I'm already doing in a way. I'm sort of preparing, not really a game, but I'm preparing the game, the match, the scenario. I don't think of it like a game. I think of it more like an adventure or something. Yeah. Anyway, back to the game. I'm missing it all. Oh.